right here we have the Mission Ranch in the background here, and we have Paula Corona Ranch behind that, which are two big pieces of preserved land. They're right here on the edge of Carmel. It's amazing that such beautiful piece of property, which would have been extremely valuable for development, have been able to be preserved. Was there a lot of challenges in
Well,
helping to do that?
I bought it. It was when I bought the Mission Ranch. It was approved for about 60 some odd units. They were going to put condominiums down there, and it's interesting because years ago this is all we've dedicated this now as open space now, all this lower property, so it can never be developed. But years ago, it used to have a polo field out here, and they had a swimming pool right over there on that little, where that brush is.
Okay,
And it was a much more, it had much more impact on the land. Now it's just open space. There are a couple sheep to kind of graze along, and that's about it. We want to keep it that way forever.
Now, you've also been instrumental in lots of other ways of helping to develop lands in a sensible sort of way. Like you have your own beautiful golf club, Tehama, which you've moved, taking great pains to move oak trees.
It takes a lot more effort to move trees around rather than just cutting them down. But at the same token, you've got some of those trees are a couple hundred years old, maybe longer. One of them we estimated as being about 350.
Wow.
And that is, there's really no reason to do that, but you can move them if you do it carefully.
Right.
And we moved hundreds of trees and had very little of them die off. And so it's really effective, and if we can encourage people to do that.
Right, because it also improves property values too, because a large tree, instead of having it removed, if it can be preserved, those trees add to the value and add to the charm of a property too.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, those trees were here long before we were here. No reason to take them out.
Now, what got you interested in land preservation and conservation?
Well, I just have always liked it. I bought some of that property up there, which you mentioned, many years, 35, 40 years ago, and just kept it in open space. And then everybody else was developing things, but I just wanted to keep it open space. But eventually, sometimes, if you're going to develop it, it should be less impact. If you do them right and develop it right and don't over-impact it, it can be nice forever.
Right, because you can still have wildlife corridors and places where native plants are preserved and still have lovely homes and all the amenities for people to enjoy.
Sure.